Hello, in this video I'll show you how to remove and replace the cooling radiator fan and the AC condenser fan on Audi A4 B7 2 liters TDI. The cooling radiator fan and the AC condenser fan are located right there, just on the front of the engine, behind the radiator and the AC condenser. So in order to get access to the cooling radiator, first we need to remove the front bumper and bring the front end into service position. First we start by removing the two front wheels. Next we're going to remove the bolts holding the two wheel arch liners, and then we're going to bring the wheel arch liners to the back so that we get access to the bolts holding the front bumper. If the video is useful, please like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. Next, we'll remove the bolts holding the front bumper here on the side. There's two nuts right there that we need to remove. These are the two nuts right there, and it's the same on the other side. Two nuts on the other side. On the other side, they're behind the windscreen washer tank. In between that hole right there, the two nuts. And as the nuts on holding the bumper on both sides removed, next we're going to remove the engine under tray and any bolts holding the front bumper to the chassis. In my case, the engine under tray is removed, so there's nothing to remove underneath. Now we're going to remove the bolts holding the bumper on top. That's one bolt right there. That's the second bolt. Third bolt is right there. Now that we've removed all the bolts, we're going to pull out the bumper, and it should come out fairly easily. There might be some electrical connectors that might need to be disconnected, depends on the model that you have. If you have parking sensors, there will be electrical connectors, or if you have those halogen lights as well. Next, we're going to remove the two headlights. The headlights are held by 3 bolts. One of them is right there that we need to remove, and there is another two. One of them is right there, and one on the rear that we need to only loosen so that we can pull out the headlight. That's the third bolt right there. You need a long extension to get to it. You don't need to remove it completely, just loosen it so that we can pull out the headlight. It's the same as the other bolt that's here on the left. Once the two bolts are loosened and the top bolt removed, we can pull out the headlight, and there is an electrical connector that we need to remove, and then we can take out the headlight. Next, I'll show you the two bolts that we only loosened. That's the one that we removed, and that's the two bolts that we only loosened. And afterwards, when we put the headlight in its place, we just tighten it. In order to remove this headlight, first we need to remove this air intake pipe, because it's in our way to get to the third bolt. That's the third bolt right there. So two bolts need to be loosened on the two sides and the top bolt removed. Next, we need to remove this metal plate. The metal plate is held by two bolts, one right there, and the other one is on the other side right there. Before removing the metal plate, we need to disconnect the electrical connectors on the two horns, because they're gonna be in our way when we try to remove the metal plate. Now that the two bolts are removed, we're going to remove the metal plate. Next, we're going to start putting the front end into service position. So in order to do that, we need to remove those three bolts right there, and the three bolts on this side as well. We also need to disconnect the electrical connector for the AC condenser, which is right there. There is some other cables that are connected, that are held onto this onto the front end, that we need to just remove. And now we're going to remove the three bolts. Next, we're going to remove the other bolts holding the front end. The bolts are, one of them is right there, and on top there's two bolts holding it right there, and the same on the other side, two on top and one on the side. Before removing those bolts, first we're going to get two long screwdrivers to put them into where one of the bolts are standing, so that when we put the front end into service position, we can slide the front end onto the screwdriver. And now we're going to remove the bolts. Before putting the front end into service position, first we need to disconnect the electrical connectors for this cooling fan control module. The two connectors are located right there. And now we're going to remove the bolts on the other side. Now that all the bolts are removed, we can put the front end into service position. Now we just need to pull it out. We can see we haven't removed the cable for the hood. We're going to remove that cable. I'll show you now a closer view of the cable. In order to remove the cable, you just need to pull that thing to the front, and that's how you separate it. And now we put it to the side, and now we can pull out the front end into service position. You see how the front end will slide onto the screwdrivers. Next, we're going to remove this cooling fan control module. It's held by two bolts, and in my case I'm going to be replacing the cooling fan, so I've cut the 4 wires for the cooling fans. And that's the cooling fan control module out. Next, we're going to start removing the bolts holding the cooling fans to the front end. There is like about 10 bolts, Torx bolts, and also size 13 bolts that we need to remove. There is a couple of electrical connectors and a couple of cables that we need to remove from the cooling fans, so that we can get the cooling fans out. Now that all the bolts are removed, we can see now the cooling fans are loose, but in order to remove them, this coolant hose is in our way, so we might as well remove that coolant hose as well. It will make things much easier to take the cooling fans out. This is the coolant hose that you have to remove. This is the clamp, metal clamp holding it. We just need to pull out the metal clamp and then pull out the hose. Now that the coolant hose is removed, now I can take out the cooling fans. And that's the cooling fans out. Now you can replace the whole diffuser with the two cooling fans, or you can only replace one. Depends if you have one of them not working, you might want to replace only one of them. To replace only one of them, there's 3 bolts holding this one, and the same on the other side. 3 bolts are holding this cooling fan, and you can just take it out and then replace it with the new one, and then we'll put the cooling fans back on the car. Assembling the car is in exactly the reverse way as disassembling everything. At the end, don't forget to put coolant on, because we've already disconnected the coolant hose and there's some coolant missing, and then that's it. Hopefully the video was helpful. Please like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.